I believe the Ambedkar debate is very relevant because young people in this country should know whether the Congress party was pro-Ambedkar or anti-Ambedkar. I believe the Congress party was totally anti-Ambedkar. It's trying to fake it, being hypocritical right now, trying to claim Ambedkar's legacy because it is convenient. Whereas the fact is, and I want to open the debate, Shazia Almi is with us on the big screen. Abhishek Sudhir and Sameer Chaugankar are on one side of the debate, and on the other side, Anmol Pawar of the Aam Aadmi Party, Ashwini Kumar Mishra of the Congress Party, Haji Mehruddin Rangrez, spokesperson of the AIMIM, and Professor Bhuvan Bhaskar Joshi, official spokesperson, and now National Secretary of the Samajwadi Party. Now, Professor Bhuvan Bhaskar Joshi, आप लोग anti-Ambedkar हैं. You are not pro-Ambedkar. And my first question is to you. ये अपने आप को pro-Ambedkar कहना और करना बहुत गलत अलग चीजें हैं. Now, my question to you is, जब आप सरकार में थे, you renamed 8 districts in Uttar Pradesh. 8 districts, please note, which were named by Mayawati on Dr. Ambedkar's legacy. Your idea was कि Ambedkar's imprint should be removed, है ना? आपने रामबाई नगर को कानपुर देहात नेम किया. This is directly connected with Ambedkar. It was an open insult to Ambedkar. भीमनगर को आपने संभल, हाँ? और कहूं प्रबुद्ध नगर, पंचील नगर, सबको आपने संभल, शामली और हापुर आपने नाम बदल दिए. कभी आपने सोचा ये करते हुए that you are insulting Ambedkar's legacy? Why did you do this, sir? Why did you take away the names of important places which Mayawati had directly associated with the legacy of Ambedkar ji?
देखिए अर्णव जी, समाजवादी पार्टी का जो चुनाव चिन्ह साइकिल है, और साइकिल में जो 2 पहिए हैं, और वही हमारे 2 विचार हैं जिनको लेकर समाजवादी पार्टी आगे बढ़ती है. पहला विचार है लोहिया का विचार और दूसरा है डॉक्टर भीमराव अंबेडकर के साहब का विचार. और मैं बहुत जिम्मेदारी से कहना चाहता हूं, इस देश में अगर कोई लड़ाई लड़ रहा है दलित समाज की, पिछड़ों की, अल्पसंख्यकों की, वो केवल माननीय अखिलेश यादव जी हैं. पीडीए का वही सूत्र है हमारा, जिसपे हमने भारतीय जनता पार्टी को उत्तर प्रदेश में आधा करने का काम किया. बट आपने
नाम क्यों बदले, मुझे ये बताइए. आपने रामबाई नगर को कानपुर देहात कहा, भीम नगर को संभल कहा. ये डायरेक्टली एसोसिएटेड थे अंबेडकर जी के साथ. टुडे माय डिबेट इज वेरी फोकस्ड व्यूअर्स. ये कांग्रेस, समाजवादी पार्टी आर क्लेमिंग दे आर प्रो अंबेडकर. इफ दे वर, then you should not have changed the names of places that are directly associated with Ambedkar.
अर्णव जी, मुझे इसमें जो आज का विषय आपका
लगता आपने नाम क्यों बदले?
नहीं, उसी पे आ रहे हैं, समझ रहे हैं विषय को. आज जो विषय है कि जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने डॉक्टर भीमराव अंबेडकर साहब के सिद्धांतों पे चलने वाले लोगों
आपने नाम क्यों बदले?
लोकसभा
आप अगर सिद्धांतों पे जा रहे थे, आपने नाम क्यों बदले? आपने डॉक्टर बाबा अंबेडकर के साथ जुड़े हुए जो नाम थे सब बदल दिए. आपको क्या प्रॉब्लम थी? इज दैट नॉट अ रेलेवेंट क्वेश्चन? समीर चौगांकर, अभिषेक सुधीर, यू वांट टू ओपन द डिबेट? समीर.
यस, डेफिनेटली. और समाजवादी पार्टी के प्रवक्ता से मैं ये भी जानना चाहता हूं कि वो इस बात का भी जवाब दे दे कि दलित की बेटी के साथ जब मायावती के साथ गेस्ट हाउस कांड हुआ था, क्या उसके लिए माफी मांगी अखिलेश यादव ने, मुलायम सिंह यादव ने? एक दलित की बेटी, अंबेडकर को मानने वाली जो बेटी जब मुख्यमंत्री बनती है और जब आपकी सत्ता जाती है, तो उस महिला के साथ आप गेस्ट हाउस में किस तरीके से हरकत करते हो? अखिलेश यादव ने उसके लिए देश से माफी मांगी?
मैं सर की बात का जवाब देता हूं.
बिल्कुल.
आप जवाब देंगे? व्हाट डू यू से?
They almost murdered Mayawati in 1995 in the guest house gun. If it was not for Brahmdatta Dwivedi.
Why are you linking that to Ambedkar?
Yes.
That is a political war. Why are you linking that to Ambedkar?
Because Mayawati and her political guru Kashiram were the ones who honored Bhimrao Ambedkar, not the Congress party. It was Kashiram ji who brought back the memory of Bhimrao Ambedkar, which led to VP Singh government giving Bhimrao Ambedkar the Bharat Ratna in 1991, which government the BJP supported from the outside. The Congress did not give the Bharat Ratna.
Ashwini Kumar Mishra is responding. Ashwini, one minute. I'm going to Ashwini Kumar Mishra. See, what has happened is, you are like a stuck gramophone. Not you, Rahul Gandhi is roaming around asking for a caste census like a stuck gramophone. He wants caste segregation in judiciary. He wants caste division in bureaucracy. He wants caste division in railwaymen. He wants caste division among journalists. How dare he? What does Rahul Gandhi know of
Arnab,
journalism?
Arnab.
The last thing he knew something about journalism was when he faced me.
And he
I hope he learned a
Arnab,
few things
Arnab,
in that golden opportunity I gave him. So he should, less he speak about journalism, the better.
There's a genuine-
Now he even wants caste census among army personnel. But please understand. Ambedkar was deeply concerned about the survival of caste-based politics and its impact on social justice. Ambedkar was against exactly the thing that Rahul Gandhi is trying to do. Ambedkar believed in the annihilation of caste.
Correct.
Ambedkar did not believe in the perpetuation of caste-based politics.
Absolutely.
And any decent person with the knowledge of history will know Rahul Gandhi is insulting Ambedkar's legacy by trying to do exactly what Ambedkar was opposed to. So how selfish can you be? Ashwini ji, how selfish can you be?
Arnab,
you are doing exactly
Arnab,
what Ambedkar did not want any politician in India to do.
Allow me to speak. Let me start with your first question. Who's pro Arnab? Who's pro Ambedkar? Who's pro Ambedkar and who's against Ambedkar? Who is Ambedkar?
Who is Ambedkar?
Yeah,
Ambedkar is not a philosophy, he's an individual.
That's what. When we hear the word Ambedkar, we hear about the Constitution. First thing that comes to mind is Constitution. Those who are with Constitution are with Ambedkar. Those who burn the Constitution are against Ambedkar. Those who follow Manusmriti are the against Ambedkar. So there's no question of who is pro Ambedkar and
the
who
courage
is.
to attack the Quran?
Because
You have the courage to attack the Quran?
those very well spoken. Says Manusmriti.
We are not going there.
I'm bringing
Shame on you. You will stop it. Abhishek,
I'll tell you.
One minute. Don't I request you? Thank you.
Very well.
You allow him to attack Hindu holy
No,
book.
I'm not attacking Hindu holy book.
He's attacking Hindu
I'm not
holy book.
attacking Hindu holy book.
I don't want that.
Your ideological guru said Constitution is just a copy of Western culture and Manusmriti is the better one.
One minute.
No, Abhishek,
I ask you, Ashwini.
Yeah.
1 minute. I'm asking Ashwini.
Yeah.
Ashwini, see, I want to prove tonight on the program that this family, this Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, Nehru family,
Yeah.
this family has been so against Ambedkar that I find it laughable, hypocritical, and unacceptable that today they should try to claim his legacy. Let me tell you, Dr. Ambedkar supported reservations. He said that, quote, political democracy cannot last unless there lies at a base unless there lies at the base of a social democracy. He was therefore, in my view, a firm believer in affirmative action and would guarantee reservations for SC and ST. Now, you know what Nehru said? You want me to actually say what Nehru said? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to open the phone lines now. 1 minute. I am going to open the phone lines. I have decided that my program today will be the biggest expose.
You have to allow us to speak and answer.
Sir, I will ask this to you. But I want this program to be remembered as the biggest expose on the Congress Party's reality about how unfair it was on Ambedkar. You know what Nehru said? Nehru said when he was asked about reservation, he said, I want my country to be a first-class country in everything. The moment we encourage the second rate.
Correct.
Please note, Shazia, the exact words on the screen tonight. Nehru said, the moment we encourage the second rate, we are lost. So Nehru, who was guided by Edwina Mountbatten in his political and geostrategic thinking, thought the beneficiaries of caste.
Pure allegation.
It is not an allegation, sir. It is a truth you must learn to digest.
It's a pure allegation.
It is a truth. Ladies and gentlemen, Nehru said, I dislike any kind of reservation. The words are, I dislike any kind of reservation. Youngsters, please hear me. More particularly in service, I react strongly against anything which leads to inefficiency and second-rate standards. Shame on Nehru. We are embarrassed. These are his words. These are his words. These are his words. These are his words. Sir, these are his words. Sir, these are his words. Sir, Nehru called people who benefited from reservations second-rate individuals with second-rate standards. Does your blood not boil that your present-day leader is trying to misinterpret this and portray himself as a Ambedkarite? He is not. Let me tell you, sir, as per a report dated 30th September 1990, in his 3-hour-long parliamentary speech from the opposition benches, even Rajiv Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi Gandhi's father opposed the enforcement of the Mandal recommendations. During his entire regime, Rahul Gandhi's father, Rajiv Gandhi, sat on the Mandal Commission report and said, quote, reportedly, it's a can of worms, I will not touch it. And he opined, sir, I tell you.
Question to you.
Question to me. Question to
When this
me.
Mandal report came, who did the Mandal?
Question to me.
When did this Mandal report came? It came in 1980, and when it was enacted in 1991, and who pulled out the support from BP Singh right after the Mandal Commission?
Did you ask me the question? Did you ask me? No, he asked me the question. He asked me the question. 1 minute. 1 minute, sir. Let me tell you, sir. 1 minute. Shazia, before I come to you. Shazia, you and I, Shazia, roughly of the same age. We are the post-Mandal generation. Let me tell you this. We came out of college after Mandal. I can tell you the Mandal Commission reservations were fully implemented in 1990 by the Janta government under Prime Minister VP Singh, because your party sat on the recommendations for 10 years.
Right after the reservation was implemented, BJP pulled out the support, and that shows this character against reservation.
Just wanted to add one.
Let Shazia come. Shazia.
So yes, I want to make 2 points. It is an established stand that the Congress party has taken, and we just have to go and look at what B.R. Ambedkar ji said in his resignation letter, and I feel very ashamed and embarrassed to say it. And being an Indian Muslim, I'm very proud of the fact that I'm an Indian Muslim and an Indian citizen. But actually, these are the words of Ambedkar ji. The Prime Minister's whole time and attention is devoted to the protection of the Muslims. While he acknowledges the importance of protecting Muslims, he asked, are the Muslims the only people who need protection? Are the scheduled castes, the scheduled tribes, and the Indian Christians not in need for protection? What concern has he shown for these communities? So far as I know, none. And yet these are the communities which need far more care and attention than the Muslims. Not just that, let's go. So this is an established stand of not just Nehru but the Congress party. Now let's look at not just B.R. Ambedkar and why he was not included in the interim government and then kept out and completely sidelined and considered unworthy of association when it came to being a part of the interim government. But also, let's go further. No. It's a small point.
Can you name one incident from the past where Mr. Savarkar, Mr. Shama Prasad Mukherjee, RSS, who were pro-Ambedkar? Congress was the one who made him the Constitutional Assembly chairman in 1946 when he lost the election in Bengal. Shama Prasad Mukherjee was the one who allowed.
I can't hear anyone. Just wait a minute. Abhishek.
मैं बात खत्म कर रही हूँ. सुनिए, मैं 30 सेकंड में बात खत्म कर रही हूँ. ये सिर्फ अंबेडकर जी के साथ नहीं हुआ. क्या हुआ जगजीवन राम के साथ? क्या हुआ सीताराम केसरी के साथ? किस तरह से जगजीवन राम जी को बलि का बकरा बनाया गया इमरजेंसी के वक्त पर? सीताराम केसरी को अपना टर्म नहीं खत्म करने दिया. क्यों? क्योंकि सोनिया गांधी को लाना था. ये एस्टैब्लिश स्टैंड, एंटी दलित स्टैंड रहा है कांग्रेस पार्टी का, which is stated. Thank you very much, Congress Party, for asking for this debate so that we can showcase the visceral dislike and hatred you have for Ambedkar Sahab, for the Constitution, and for the Dalits. I'm very glad this opportunity arose, and all of you exposed.
I feel sorry for Rahul Gandhi because his understanding of history must be derived entirely from someone even less aware than him, that is Jairam Ramesh. But so he should go to a proper historian, you see, Anmol. I'll tell you what, he should go and ask a proper historian that did the Congress ever support Ambedkar in his 1927 Mahat Satyagraha, which was organized for the purpose of Dalit emancipation and considered to be the foundational event of the Dalit movement. Reality is, see, we can call each other names, but ladies and gentlemen, the Congress party did not support him. When Ambedkar demanded a separate electorate for Dalits, Mahatma Gandhi started his fast unto death, after which Ambedkar was forced to accept Gandhi's request, resulting in the signing of the Pune Pact of 1932. And please understand, before being forced to accept the Pune Pact, Dr. Ambedkar, I may not agree with his views, he had even received several death threats from several quarters. People were targeting him, saying, we'll kill you. Almost all major newspapers were supporting Gandhi and raising concerns about his health while vehemently opposing Ambedkar. And then, last insult to injury, Congress, Nehru said, I want this man to lose, and placed a candidate against him in the 1995-92 elections. And there are allegations that the election was fudged. Ambedkar said that this election has 48 or 70,000 votes have not been counted. The margin of victory for the Congress candidate over Ambedkar was 15,000 votes. Today, the same party that says EVM, 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 would they accept that Ambedkar in 1951 made an allegation that the Congress has fixed the election to defeat him? Would you accept that? No. Would you accept that? ये सब सच्चाई जो है मानना बहुत बहुत मुश्किल है और मेरे सवालों का जवाब देना और भी मुश्किल है। मगर अगर आप माने इस चीज को कि अंबेडकर जैसे महापुरुष को, 1 minute, why was he made to resign from the Nehru cabinet? Because he refused, he was frustrated at Nehru's leadership, his rejection of the Hindu Code Bill, providing special rights to women and cosmetic measures of Dalit upliftment. No, these are realities.
And who opposed the Hindu Code Bill? Is it not Bharatiya Janata Party who opposed the Hindu Code Bill?
Sir, 1 minute. Congress can it even ensure? So please tell me. See, Anmol, अभी ये चीजें खुलेआम आगे. You can't say ये हुआ नहीं. ये हुआ. Congress party ने ये किया. This is the sad reality of how Congress treated Ambedkar. I'm not targeting you. Your party was not around. Your party was formed after 2012. But this happened 60 years earlier. Why just defend the Congress party for what they have done?
Arnab, I won't defend the Congress party because
why won't you defend them?
We know even they were busy disrespecting Baba Saheb Ambedkar. We saw that NCERT textbook where Nehru ji was seen whipping Ambedkar.
Whipping Ambedkar, yes, you're right.
This is an insult to Ambedkar ji, but the fact still remains.
This is an important point by the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson. I emphasize it. I'm coming back to you. I'm not interrupting you. I'm not interrupting you. But viewers, please note today. Please note, Shazia, that there is Anmol Pawar, who is the official spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, who has said, we are not going to support what the Congress party has done to Ambedkar, because, and he makes a point, he makes a point that there was a textbook put out in the Congress period, a government textbook which caricaturized Ambedkar and showed Nehru whipping Ambedkar. This is such an important point. Anmol, this is breaking news, should be carried. Our spokesperson says we will not defend what the Congress party has done to Ambedkar. Please proceed.
Can I respond?
Yeah, please proceed. That's a headline.
Well, that's only because they're not in an alliance with Congress on the Delhi elections.
No, don't qualify it. He doesn't need to
The BJP and RSS have a track record of opposing Baba Saheb Ambedkar. In fact, their own spokesperson. Just a minute.
We will get the windows right.
I didn't interrupt.
Yeah, we will let everyone speak.
See, they oppose constitution because it ensures fundamental right and equality to the citizens, which they are against. They are facing the Dalits and the marginalized. They have been facing, long-term discrimination. And they are the ones. They are the ones
opposing UCC.
They are the ones. Just a minute, Shazia ji. Just a minute. They are the ones.
The Waqf. No. Which
Shazia
is not part of the
Constitution. Arnab ji, should I?
No, Shazia, you should let him complete, please.
They are the ones who wanted to replace Constitution with Manusmriti. Just give me 30 seconds. I'll show the
replace Constitution with Manusmriti. Now, can you tell me where you've got this funda from?
इसके माध्यम से मैंने किताब भी लाई है, मैं जरूर सबसे कहूंगा इसको पढ़े, शम्सुल इस्लाम।
नहीं, आपने हमारे किसी मैनिफेस्टो में पढ़ा है? I want to ask you, have you read it in any of the BJP's manifesto?
जो देशभक्त
has the Prime Minister
जो इसके माध्यम से
mentioned this?
One minute.
मैंने किताब भी लाई है, मैं जरूर सबसे कहूंगा इसको पढ़े।
Who are you playing? Shehzad Poonawala.
Shehzad, he's a BJP spokesperson,
what
national spokesperson.
I'll get him on the line right now. Get him on the line. Connect him on the phone.
और जो इसके माध्यम से मैंने किताब भी लाई है, मैं जरूर सबसे कहूंगा इसको पढ़े, शम्सुल इस्लाम की और सारे रेफरेंसेस के साथ। इसमें गोलवालकर जी, जो आरएसएस के बड़े नेता है, गुरु जी, जिनके सामने ये लोग साष्टांग करते हैं दिन रात, ये कहते हैं कि हम लोग इस संविधान को मनुस्मृति से बदलना चाहते हैं। कौन सी मनुस्मृति? वही मनुस्मृति जिसको बाबा साहब आम्बेडकर ने फाड़ दिया था।
अच्छा, 1 minute.
किसकी वजह से बाबा साहब आम्बेडकर ने अपना धर्म छोड़ा?
One point. You are just.
So they are using Shehzad Poonawala
before he joined the BJP. Okay, very nice. So can you tell me when it is dated?
This is another incident. This is another incident.
Let him have a say.
Shazia ji, we are not like Aam Aadmi Party.
Shazia ji.
Don't do Shazia ji. Read our manifesto.
26 नवंबर 1949 को संविधान को अपनाया गया, लेकिन 30 नवंबर को आरएसएस प्रमुख गुरु गोवलकर ने इसका विरोध किया। आरएसएस की पत्रिका में इसे धब्बा कहा गया। क्या कहेंगे आप इस पे बताइए?
बीजेपी आपके कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने आप बताइए,
आरएसएस के प्रमुख
आप बताइए,
आप जिस भारतीय जनता पार्टी का उत्पन्न हुआ है
के साथ
वो कहते हैं कि आरक्षण खत्म कर देना चाहिए, आप इस पे जवाब देंगे?
आपके
वरिष्ठ आरएसएस के प्रचारक मनमोहन वैद्य ने कहा कि आरक्षण देना अलगाववाद बढ़ाने के समान है। इस पे क्या कहेंगे आप बताइए?
इंद्रपाल गौतम पे
1997 में 50 साल जब हो गए थे आजादी को, तब अरुण शौरी जी ने कहा था अपनी किताब में
आप कुछ भी कीजिए,
बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर ब्रिटिशों के एजेंट थे। आप 1998 में उन्हें राज्यसभा लाए।
Anmol, look here. Shazia, 1 minute. Anmol, look at me, Anmol. Listen to me. I'll just say this. I'll add one thing. You must be the only person who takes Arun Shourie seriously and certainly believe that Arun Shourie's views are the views of the BJP. So please, he's been very frustrated since he did not get a cabinet position. He's frustrated politically. If people like you consider that Arun Shourie and Subramaniam Swamy, you people think that Arun Shourie and Subramaniam Swamy represent the views of the BJP. You're fooling yourself. One. I'm asking you.
I have highlighted 5 incidents.
No, 1 minute.
But BJP must respond.
Absolutely.
You're talking about Hindu Code Bill. It was the BJP and RSS who burned the effigy of Baba Saheb Ambedkar in Ramlila Maidan. 89 प्रोटेस्ट हुए थे दिल्ली में, जिसमें उनकी प्रतिमाएं जलाई गई थी। उस पे क्या जवाब देंगे? 6 सवाल।
Can I share some really now? I want to share viewers before I go to callers some really harsh truths. अगर मैं सच बोलना शुरू करूं इस परिवार के बारे में, एक मिनट, no, Anmol, I'm not, Anmol, first of all, I would like to compliment you for dissociating yourself. AAP dissociates itself from Congress on breaking news grid, please carry, on the Ambedkar issue. AAP dissociates from the Congress on the issue of Ambedkar. Now, viewers, let me share one thing to you. You'll be shocked at what I'm about to tell you next. Who was going to be the first Prime Minister of India? Please listen to me carefully, viewers. I will say today, मैं अभी आ रहा हूं आपके पास रंगरे साहब. Reality है कि सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल प्रधानमंत्री होने वाले थे through a fair election process, and there were 12 out of 15 Pradesh committee, Congress committee members who nominated Sardar Patel to be the first Prime Minister of India. And no Pradesh Congress committee member proposed the name of Jawaharlal Nehru or anyone else, even on the last day of the filing of nominations in April 1946, which means whether these people from Congress like it or not, Sardar Patel stood elected Congress president unopposed. Yet, in a most unfair move, Nehru got Gandhi's support and snatched this position from Sardar Patel. Now, when I say this, there will be some people who say, are you questioning Gandhi? Of course I am. But are you questioning Nehru? Of course I am. As someone who is living in 2024, right? And I would have been an 80s kid. I have every right to question Gandhi and Nehru. I do not believe that I need to give them demigod status. I will speak the truth. The Congress even prevented Subhash Chandra Bose from outshining Nehru. Subhash Chandra Bose proposed the mass movement for Purna Swaraj. Others within Congress wanted to accept these new concessions from the British. Congress refused to heed to his words. And when he won the presidency of the annual Congress session in Tripuri, he was shunted and not allowed to lead the Congress anywhere. This is the reality. If I start telling you the reality, I will tell you one more reality today. You will be shocked at what I'm about to tell you. बोलने दीजिए आज मुझे, खुलकर बोल दूं. Congress insulted Shahid Bhagat Singh by comparing Kanhaiya Kumar to him. In 2016, this man, 70-year-old Shashi Tharoor, controversial 70-year-old Shashi Tharoor, compared Kanhaiya Kumar facing sedition charges with Bhagat Singh. Right? And said the biggest victims of sedition were Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Ani Basant, and Bhagat Singh was the Kanhaiya Kumar of his time. I've always felt there is something very unacceptably superficial about Shashi Tharoor, but to compare Kanhaiya Kumar to Bhagat Singh, how much will I tolerate? Now Shehzad Poonawalla is on the line tonight. And Shehzad Poonawalla is here to counter Anmol Pawar, who pulled out a video of yours, Shehzad, some time back. Follow plate on the screen. who pulled out a video of yours. And in one line, tell me what that video you said proved. Because I don't take anything without a counter. You pulled out a video of Shehzad before he joined the BJP. And in that, what did that video say? Can you put it in one line so he can counter you directly?
That video said that the BJP and RSS, they want to replace constitution with Manusmriti.
Okay. Shehzad, you want to reply to that? Have you changed your position on that? Do you believe in that?
Arnab, I hope you will allow me to...
And
one minute. No, 1 minute. Just wait. Phone a plate on the screen, production team. 1 minute. He's going to counter you, but you'll make the allegation, then he'll counter you. On the screen, not me, but I want Anmol making the allegation to him. Please.
In addition to that, Shehzad ji must also clear his stand that why did the RSS Pramukh Mohan Bhagwat openly was vocal about removing reservations. Why did the senior RSS Pracharak Manmohan Vaidya said that Arakshan dena algavwad badhane ke saman hai? Why did the BJP and RSS burn the effigy of Baba Saheb Ambedkar in Ramleela Maidan more than 90...
No, you restrict yourself to what Shehzad said. Don't give me a historical. For that, I have Shehzad on the screen.
Can I answer now?
Answer. 1 minute. Everyone come down. Answer.
Arnab, I hope I will get the same opportunity and he will not interrupt me because he's sitting in studio. Do you promise me that, Arnab?
Yeah, go on, please. You heard what he said.
Arnab, and I'm quoting him. He said that Mohan Bhagwat ji said that he wants to get reservation removed. Is that factually correct statement, Arnab? First, you tell me this. Did Mohan Bhagwat order to remove reservation? Please tell me, Arnab.
No, but respond to the point about what you said. He said you said something. He said that he claims that you have said that the BJP will replace the constitution with Manusmriti. You respond to that.
Don't hijack my time. I'm responding. He spoke about Mohan Bhagwat. Did I speak or he spoke? He said Mohan Bhagwat said remove reservation. Is it true, yes or no, Arnab? Republic is the biggest network. Why don't you tell me? Tell me, Arnab, first. First, tell me on this.
You have not responded to what he said about what you said.
I'm not on your fifth till I took your call and I'm joining this conversation. I'm not running away. But Arnab, I just need yes or no from you that did Mohan Bhagwat order saying wants to remove reservation, yes or no?
I can't hear it clearly. What say did Mohan Bhagwat? What say?
He's not answering the first question.
No, you respond to him. No, it's your chance to respond. You give your view.
Now let me complete, Arnab, and I hope you will give me the protection. Arnab, will you give me protection?
Yeah, please be quiet. He's responding. Yeah, go on.
Arnab, in the first 20 seconds I proved how this man bang and he says Mohan Bhagwat will give me reservation, which Mohan Bhagwat never said. Point number one. Point number two. Arnab, there is a tweet of Mr. Atishi Marlena, and that tweet is April 2014. Where Atishi Marlena clearly said, and I'm quoting, those who got benefit of reservation to be put in the end of the queue next generation. Now I ask that does the Aam Aadmi Party and does Atishi think that reservation
he's running away from answering. He has not answered the question.
No, he's asking you a counter.
No, but he has not answered the question. Why is he running away from answering?
Okay, now one minute. I would give all sides. You made a point on him. I let him reply. Now next time I'll call him into the debate. You can have a direct fight. Thank you, Shehzad. Because I'm moving on in my debate for now. And maybe at one other point I'll pick this up. I want to ask Rangres now. Thank you. No, I have not allowed the MIM spokesperson to speak. Are you pro-Ambedkar, sir? Are you pro-Ambedkar, sir? Are you pro-Ambedkar, sir?
देखिए,
Are you pro-Ambedkar? अर्नब सर.
अर्नब जी, मैं कह रहा हूँ जय भीम, जय मीम और जय संविधान. जिस तरीके से बात चर्चा ये होनी चाहिए थी कि अमित शाह जी ने जो बाबा साहब का अपमान किया संसद में, चर्चा उस पर होनी चाहिए कि उन्होंने अपमान किया और अभी तक कोई माफी नहीं मांगी गई. अब चर्चा ये हो रही है कि कांग्रेस ने क्या अपमान किया, उस पर बात हो रही है. तो ये ध्यान भटकाने वाली बात है. और मैं कह रहा हूँ कि भाजपा और आरएसएस जो लगातार जो है संविधान बदलने की बात करते हैं. उन्होंने जो हमारे तिरंगा झंडा उसको उसके कलर पे जो उन्होंने जो अपमान किया उनका भी, और 53 साल तक उन्होंने झंडा भी नहीं लहराया. और दलित मुस्लिम विरोधी तो इतने हैं कि अगर आप दलित का बेटा अगर
प्रो अम्बेडकर है तो मैं आपको एक बात बोलूं. मेरी बात सुनिए. प्रोफेसर केटी शाह ने एक प्रपोजल की थी. प्रोफेसर केटी शाह उनका नाम था. ही पुट इन अ प्रपोजल ऑफ एन अमेंडमेंट टू द ड्राफ्ट ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन मेड बाय अम्बेडकर. ही सेड दैट इंडिया शुड बी सेक्युलर फेडरल सोशलिस्ट यूनियन ऑफ स्टेट्स. एक मिनट. B.R. Ambedkar rejected it. ये सच्चाई. B.R. Ambedkar said, I will not have the inclusion of the word secular.
ऐश्वर्या जी,
आप ये
बार-बार कह रहा हूं कि
आप मुद्दों पे नहीं बोल रहे।
बाबा साहब को हम अपना आइडियल मानते हैं,
आइडियल मानने की बात नहीं, आप उनके
बाबा साहब विचारों से एग्री नहीं, संविधान को मिटाने के काम कौन कर रहा है? बीजेपी, आरएसएस लगातार उनके नेता कह रहे हैं संविधान बदल दो, मनुस्मृति ले आओ। तो जिस तरीके का माहौल इस देश में आज बनाया जा रहा है, जब सर्वे के ऑर्डर से लेकर बुलडोजर से लेकर जितने भी न्याय, जब हमारा देश संविधान से चलता है, रूल ऑफ लॉ से चलता है, तो भाजपा लगातार, भाजपा के नेता, अब अमित शाह जी का कोई बयान नहीं आया।
अब ये बात है रंगरेज जी आप एआईएमआईएम के स्पोक्सपर्सन है,
अगर ये बात
क्या आप जानते हैं
साहब का अपमान हुआ है तो उस पर बात होनी चाहिए, उस माफी मांगनी चाहिए।
आप जानते हैं कि
आज कांग्रेस को कोसा जा रहा, आज इंडिया अलायंस के और लोगों को कोसा जा रहा, हमारी पार्टी को बार-बार कहा जाता
Congress and Owaisi.
ये विरोधी हैं।
Please note the closeness between Congress and Owaisi.
देखिए मैं कह रहा हूं,
Congress and Owaisi are one team.
अन्नब जी, जिस तरीके से आज भाजपा का चाल चरित्र सामने आ रहा है कि बाबा साहब से कितना अपमान करते हैं, जितने संविधान का अपमान करते हैं, जितना देश के कानून का अपमान कर रहे हैं, तो पूरा इन्होंने जो है सिस्टम को बदलना चाहते हैं।
Against BJP on Ambedkar issue, Arnab ji, you have to understand that in 1949 organizers compared Ambedkar with Lilliput and it told that this constitution has nothing Indian into it. It is the law of Manu Smriti, still admirable the worldwide. This is what organizer wrote. This is what organizer wrote in 1949 after Hindu Code Bill. How is that relevant? We are talking about how BJP mocked about Ambedkar. How BJP and organizer mocked about it. How RSS had treated Ambedkar legacy. And now you are coming and becoming.
You don't give him a Bharat Ratna for 35 years.
Just one point. Do we agree tonight? Just one, give me a moment. I would like a very clear position taken on the program tonight on the fact that if we say we respect Ambedkar, we respect his views. I'm sure we will all agree that the dictatorial Indira Gandhi was not greater than Ambedkar. And the dictatorial Indira Gandhi, in order to sidestep from the focus on her emergency, smuggled in the words socialist and secular into the preamble of the constitution during the emergency.
Suspended
not smuggled. That person.
I have a right to say use the word smuggled. I will say she smuggled in the words. No, I'm sorry. No, can I request you, please, Ashwini ji? Understand, please clearly hear what I am saying. Ambedkar was against Muslim appeasement.
Yes.
Congress party is for it.
Yes.
Ambedkar was against the inclusion of the word secular. Yes. Indira Gandhi smuggled it in. I'll repeat the words, smuggled it in. Now I want Samir ji to respond to that fact. Samir.
मैं कांग्रेस के प्रवक्ता से सिर्फ एक बात पूछना चाहता हूं, 55 साल इस देश पे कांग्रेस ने राज किया है।
55 इंग्लिश प्लीज सर।
सिर्फ आप 55 साल में दो बात बता दीजिए जो कांग्रेस ने अम्बेडकर के लिए की हो, सिर्फ दो बातें बता दीजिए। 55 इयर्स रूल किया है, 55 years में just show me the 2 points.
In 1946, it was then Congress who made them president for this constitution committee.
Congress made
the Congress. Yeah, he lost the election.
दो चीज़ यही मैं मुझे मालूम था, आप बोलोगे उसको एक्सपोज कर देता हूँ आपको दो चीजों को लेके, मुझे पता था आपको बोलोगे।
Can you please for a minute for
the drafting committee?
Yes, मैं आपको इसमें एक्सपोज कर देता हूँ। नंबर 1, जब अंबेडकर को अंतरिम सरकार में लेने की बात आई, नेहरू ने बोला अंबेडकर दलित लीडर मेरे लिए नहीं है, मेरे लिए जगजीवन राम दलित लीडर है और मैं जगजीवन राम को कैबिनेट में लूंगा। अंतरिम सरकार में कांग्रेस से जगजीवन राम आए थे, अंबेडकर नहीं आए थे। नंबर 1, ड्राफ्टिंग कमेटी का ये महात्मा गांधी थे जिनका प्रेशर रहा था, उसके कारण आए थे।
Samir and Bhuvan Bhaskar Joshi, please wait. Tulsi Dharan from Mysuru. Can you be quiet, please? Tulsi Dharan from Mysuru.
Good evening, Arnab.
Good evening. Go on.
Good evening, Arnab ji.
Good evening.
Can I speak, Arnab?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Arnab, it is the Indian National Congress which has betrayed the Constitution. The Constitution has been mended to suit every convenience of the Indian National Congress and its leaders. The Constitution has been amended at the drop of a hat. And the Constitution was ended by Indira Gandhi in the year 1975 with the declaration of emergency. You know, Arnab, during Adolf Hitler was at the height of his power, one of his trusted lieutenants has declared that Germany is Hitler, Hitler is Germany. During Indira Gandhi's reign, one of our party workers has also declared the same thing. Indira is India, India is Indira. That chapter has mentioned this quotation as his own quotation, but in fact he has copied it from Germany. Anyway, he was right. During those time, India has been made as the personal property of Indira Gandhi.
I agree with you. Tulsidaran ji, I'm just cutting you short because of other callers also. I'm going to take one more caller. People say that Indira Gandhi learned her lesson after the emergency. She did not. You know, when she returned in power in 1980, after returning to power, you know what she did, Anmol? And I want you on the debate with Shazia on this. She imposed president's rule in 9 states. She was just a dictator, a terrible dictator. And Article 356 has been imposed 132 times. You know, 93 times has been imposed by the Congress party. This is a party which is fascist in nature.
Times by Indira Gandhi alone.
No one. What's your point, Shazia? And then you counter. Yeah, what's your point?
I'm saying that it was used by Indira Gandhi 50 times alone. Overall 90
Precisely.
times, but by Indira Gandhi herself.
Precisely.
So can you imagine how many state governments she toppled?
Precisely.
And how she misused Article 356
Okay,
time and
before
time
our
again.
next caller, Anmol.
And this again is an established standard.
Anmol, and then Abhishek. Yeah, Anmol.
Arvind Kejriwal-led Aam Aadmi Party government is the only government in this country in the past 75 years who have followed the vision of B.R. Ambedkar ji, who have, in fact, it is on record that Baba Saheb Ambedkar said that if you want the nation to progress, then you must uplift the citizens. Then you must provide them better education.
I have Rohan from Mumbai on the caller. Rohan, one minute, please, quickly. Let me take the next caller. Rohan, briefly, 10 seconds, please.
Jai, can you hear me?
I can, loud and clear, yeah.
The cat is out of the bag. Congress are a bunch of liars. And I have one advice for Rahul Gandhi: move to Thailand, because you're not coming back in power.
Okay, Rohan, that's a comment, not a question. Thank you for calling anyway. Suresh from Mumbai as well. Suresh.
Arnab, I've been hearing this debate right from the beginning.
Right, sir.
Whatever historical facts you have brought out, none of the panelists have been able to refute those. They are all talking wayward, this side, that side, I side. Talking to the going to the history, they are talking half-truth.
Anmol is talking to you.
Half-truth is worse than the lie.
Yeah. I think the AAP is stuck a little bit here. Anmol, I think you're stuck. You know, because you don't know what to do with the Congress. Why are you bearing the burden of for them? I mean, you know, you lose your own base.
Arnab, we follow the footsteps of Baba Saheb Ambedkar. And driven by this vision, Arvind Kejriwal ji transformed the government schools of Delhi. From 1947 till 2014, there were only 23,000 classrooms. In last 10 years, we built 25,000 classrooms. We are the only country, we are the only government who introduced the teachings of Constitution in the school.
Can he respond to you?
And we have introduced this Dr. Ambedkar Samman Scholarship, where children from poor background will get opportunity to study in foreign land, and the government will bear all the expenses.
Point taken, Abhishek.
Rajendra Pal Gautam, a Dalit member of the Aam Aadmi Party, 2 years ago was forced to resign from the Aam Aadmi Party. He was forced to resign. Arvind Kejriwal did not back him. He is an Ambedkarite. Today he is in the Congress party. But Aam Aadmi Party forced Rajendra Pal Gautam to resign. They should answer why they forced Rajendra Pal Gautam to resign.
Arnab, we are the only party who gave ticket to Kuldeep Kumar, to a Dalit person from a general seat. They must tell a single such incident.
One.
आप सवाल का जवाब दीजिए. नाम क्यों बदला? नाम क्यों बदला? सवाल का जवाब दीजिए अर्नब जी का.
भुवन जी, आपने नाम क्यों बदला?
आप भी जवाब दीजिए ना.
नाम क्यों बदले भाई?
मूर्तियां क्यों जला?
नाम क्यों बदले?
आज देश
नाम क्यों बदले?
नाम क्यों बदले? फॉलोवर है पूरे देश में.
फर्जी अम्बेडकरवादी है.
कर रखा है.
मनुष्यवादी नहीं है.
भावनाओं का हाथ कर रखा है.
फर्जी अम्बेडकरवादी.
लेकिन हम किस पे बहस कर रहे हैं? कांग्रेस.
मुलायम सिंह यादव अम्बेडकरवादी हो सकते हैं.
बड़ा मंदिर
अखिलेश यादव अम्बेडकरवादी हो सकते हैं.
संविधान के निर्माता
भीमराव का नाम क्यों बदला आपने?
किस प्रकार
का नाम क्यों बदला?
गृह मंत्री अमित शाह ने अपमान करने का काम किया.
अम्बेडकर जी का नाम हटा के मुगलों का नाम रखते हैं.
देश में गुस्सा है. हम
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm closing the debate.
गुस्सा है.
On the other side tonight, the debate about Allu Arjun versus the Congress Party and why Rahul Gandhi and Owaisi have teamed up along with the Telangana Chief Minister against Allu Arjun, the superstar. When I'm back.